It is this crossing are predicting. Let's make it just as I told you.
Hi guys, my name is Anna and I am a trader in binary options, and I want to tell you one good news. I have free Telegram channels, absolutely free, where I post signals and we can actually trade together. I'm just welcoming all of you who are into it or interested to just follow my links and find my Telegram channels to trade together.
Hi guys, here's me at my place. We're gonna be trading, we're gonna be testing ourselves. Don't forget, all the links below this video are just in my bio, so this is the quick, short preview and we're gonna go. And this is just the beginning that we repeat in all of the tradings. 325 for a start, nice one, that's the nice one. And here we are with the rune indicator, fixing it, changing that a little bit to our classy and favorite 8. And rate of change is gonna be the second one, so a little bit interesting already, right? It's getting more and more interesting. And with the rate of change, we get a level 8. Sorry, that was 8. That was 10. 10. With the rate of change, it's 10. And for the candles, we're going to pick up 15 seconds. So the latest one for us is going to be currency pairs for the biggest payouts and 87 for us today. Look at that. All of them, even with a longer period, and 91 we took out. So that's it, let's start. And definitely what we can see right here that we've been rising, but my expectation that we're gonna get back, because we rising, that was kind of long rising, and look at that, a rune a little bit like maybe we're gonna be closer, maybe we're gonna close. For us, that means that it's gonna be the change of the trend, and I just do expect that's gonna be, yes, that's gonna be the back movement. We gotta get this hill. So we actually not so far. We hadn't had kind of quick, and Arun is still not, the lines of it still haven't crossed, but anyway, it's way closer. Rate of change showing to us that we're getting downward. Right here, it's a bit like guessing, a bit like pattern and stuff, and you may see that it's actually not a long trend at all. One more with the super trend, it's all of the times a little bit inconvenient because it can be, oh, that's a mistake, because that can be actually kind of far from chart. But anyway, the color of this line, which is by now orange, means that we're gonna get downward. Look at this rate of change, it's just playing, and rate of change kind of dependent on the candle, so it's a little bit hard, but sometimes it is giving us actually the hints. So it's not that, long in advance, but anyway, what about the rune? We still have these lines getting wide, but when it's getting closer, and especially when it's crossing, we do expect that's going to be the changing. And we are still at the plateau or still at the level and not getting downward at all. Yep, let's make it. Let's make it. That was the end. That was the end. And now we are on the closing line of that hill. And I hope it's not going to be playing like that. This is what exactly I'm hoping for. Look at this bottom, and I bet you that's the bottom. It's supposed to be the bottom. And Supertrend showing us we're getting downward. Arun showing us we are still on that tendency. And rate of change showing us we are at the bottom. And it's trying a little bit, but playing. And the Arun lines also trying to cross. Let's see. Look at us. We are just rising, and that's the nicest. So Supertrend, what's that? Supertrend wasn't that quickly changing, and anyway we are at the bottom regarding the chart, and the trends from the Supertrend, I got a massive one, but the crossing of the rune just happened, but it never got actually kind of wide after. How about this one? This one is not that easy because we do have, this is maybe not the high volatility, but anyway, this is just like ever changing. Candles are just switching, not that perfect with the rune. We may have the crossing quite soon because lines kind of close. And what's going to be happening with this line? This is the crossing. So let's see, because let's see. I think that's supposed to be the closing pattern. We're gonna get downward, then we're gonna hit the bottom, and then maybe we're gonna be rising. But we are just at the peak, and we entered at the best time, I think, because we are at the peak at the beginning of the trend, and the rate of change still a little bit like giving us the hope that it's gonna be just okay and enough. A few seconds actually left. And what about the rune? It's getting crazy, and it's a little bit complicated because you need to just compare what exactly are the trend that is this crossing are predicting at what moment, and that's why it's not super informative sometimes, and we were so in time with that bet, so in time. Oh, look at that long slide, and Supertrend gonna give you that it's actually the massive downward trend. I just do expect that it's gonna be the second hill. I mean the next one, not a second, but just the next one. And maybe we go downward, but we go downward this funny way, I would say. And our own lines kind of close, and you know that's the risk for us, but maybe it's even fine if they're gonna cross, because that's gonna be meaning that we are actually at the upward trend, right? So, that's crazy with all this rune. I'm just trying to give you the most accurate, I don't know, the key to read it, but now, yes. So that was just as I told you. That crossing gonna be meaning that we are on to this massive upward trend. But look at that, it's getting downward. That's out of our bet. We don't need to think about that. We can't forget about that. That's it. That's done. Bunch of indicators that is kinda not difficult, but not so nice to use. But rate of change is just fine. Anyway, that's the strategy when you just, after that strategy, this strategy gonna leave you so just like me right now. I have no words. I have no words to describe my feelings, because there's somewhere between it's fine and that's a disaster. So try it if you want it. Test yourself.